back to Brittney Nichole at Large. I am here in the beautiful city of Wilmington today with Tina Betz, who is the Director of Cultural Affairs for the city of Wilmington. How are you today?
Good. How are you, Brittney?
Good. Now, it's a beautiful day outside, and it is summertime, so that means there's a million events going on in the city of Wilmington. And the first one that's coming up is the DuPont Clifford Brown Jazz Festival, right?
Right, that's right.
So, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it's a 22-year-old festival, so it's been around for a really long time. It does have a lot of power behind it, a number of years, and also with the artists that we've presented. We've had almost every artist that you can think of here over the past 22 years.
Now, how do you go about selecting these artists for the Jazz Festival?
Well, we don't have to look very hard because they actually select us. People who are in the jazz industry, both headliners and regional and local, want to play this festival. It's a festival that people like to see on their resume. So we have a lot of agents who submit to us and also a lot of individual artists who submit to us.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And then we take a listen, and because it's a week-long festival, we like to have a variety of artists, because even though it's jazz is very broad within itself. So we like to showcase jazz with all of its different colors.
Now, you said it's been going on for 22 years. So what started this whole Jazz Festival in the city of Wilmington?
You know, that's a really good question, and I'm glad you asked. 22 years ago, when I actually worked for a different administration, for the Frawley administration, our Mayor Baker was president at City Council, and Jim Baker was very interested in music and in presenting music in the city of Wilmington, and we also had a very supportive mayor. So I and a couple of people went to Mayor Frawley and also to President Baker of City Council and said, we think a multi-day festival in the city of Wilmington would be a very good tourist driver for the city of Wilmington and also would help spur the downtown revitalization. So we did a multi-day music festival, the first in the city of Wilmington, and we believe the first in the state of Delaware, where we focus on jazz. And I remember that first year we had Mongo Santa Maria, we had Pieces of a Dream, and Herbie Mann and Joey DeFrancisco as our headliners that year. So it started as Jazzin' on the Square. And then a few years after that, with some input from the community, there was a decision made to change the name to the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival to honor Clifford Brown, who was a trumpeter who was raised here in the city of Wilmington, unfortunately died very early in a car accident. So the festival became the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival. About 5-6 years ago, DuPont signed on as our title sponsor. So now it's the 22nd annual DuPont Clifford Brown Jazz Festival.
So can you throw out some of the artists that we plan to see this year? Because it's coming up, it's June 14th? Yes,
it's a week-long festival beginning June 14th through the 20th. It will kick off with a lunchtime concert at HB DuPont Park. The lunchtime concerts will happen every day that week, Monday through Friday. On Tuesday, June 15th, in the evenings, we will begin our evening concerts in Rodney Square with Champion Fulton and John Pizzarelli. And also appearing that week is Robbie Coltrane, Cindy Blackman, Marcus Miller, Christian Scott. We have Payne Threadgill and Chick Corea. The lineup is incredible. To see the entire lineup, we hope people will visit the website, cliffordbrownjazzfest.com.
Now, it sounds like something that's fun for the family, but speaking of family events, there's also a July 4th weekend type of event going on.
Yeah.
So can you tell me about that?
I sure can. It's our big July 4th celebration, and this year we're doing a little bit of different twist because, July 4th is a day that people have a lot of picnics. So we're having a big picnic in Tubman Garrett Park on July 4th, beginning at about 4 p.m., where folks can come down, bring their blankets and their lawn chairs, and have hard-shelled crabs, which will be available for purchase, along with barbecue and a lot of things that people make at home. You don't have to make it at home this year. You can come down to Tubman Garrett Park and participate in the cities of Wilmington 4th of July celebration and old-fashioned barbecue.
Okay. So if they want more information on that July 4th weekend, where would they go to get that?
The city's website, wilmingtonde.gov.
Now, speaking of being in Wilmington, there's also other musical things that are happening, right? So we have the Jazz Festival, but we would be remiss if we didn't do a Blues Festival.
That's absolutely right.
So can you tell me about the Riverfront Blues Festival?
I sure can. That's our second major music festival here in the city of Wilmington, and that's August 6th, 7th, and 8th this year. And I'd like to say a big thank you to the Diamond State Blues Society, our partner in that event. That's a wonderful event. It's 3 days of blues on 2 stages down again in Tubman Garrett Park. That particular event does have a ticketed price, a very low ticketed price for $50 for the entire weekend of music, Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday. Folks can come on down to Tubman Garrett Park. And I wanted to jump back a little bit to the Jazz Festival to say that not only is it a wonderful event, it's also a free event and open to the public.
Okay, wow. So is it similar to the Blues Festival in the sense that you're finding artists from all over to come perform?
All over.
Okay. And it's very family friendly, right?
Very,
all of
very.
the events are going to be family friendly.
That's absolutely right. As a matter of fact, in Rodney Square, it's not unusual for children to be playing around in the square. The square is surrounded by 10th and 11th Street and King and Market Street, so it's a very safe environment. Down at the Blues Festival, we actually have a kids tent where kids can go and make crafts and things like that. And of course, July 4th is definitely very, very family friendly. This year, with lots of games and activities for families and kids, ending with a major concert by the Delaware Symphony Orchestra.
Okay. So if they want to get any more information on all the events going on in the city of Wilmington, where would they go? Well,
the best place to start is the city's website, wilmingtonde.gov. And then, of course, that will take you out to the other sites, Clifford Brown, jazzfest.gov, or riverfrontbluesfest.com.
Okay, well, thank you so much, very much, Ms. Betz. Again, you guys, we are in the city of Wilmington. If you want to find out any more about all these events and these great family functions that are going on in Delaware, you definitely want to be in Wilmington.
That's right.
Again, with Tina Betz, I'm Brittney, and this is Brittney Nichole at Large. Stay tuned.